Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call hello, Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, Shem Dash. Double honors go out to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. This is Naaman from the DC camp. And lo and behold, this is out of Chicago. It says Chicago cop allegedly shoved flashlight into handcuffed teen's buttocks. Alright. It's by Joshua Rhett Miller, New York Post. It says a Chicago Police Department lieutenant has been accused of shoving a flashlight into the clothed backside of a handcuffed teen carjacking suspect. Alright. So what? Why was this even in this police lieutenant's mind to attempt to do something like this? It says Lieutenant Wilfredo Roman, a 21-year vet, surrendered late Wednesday to the department's Bureau of Internal Affairs for allegedly shoving the flashlight into the teen's buttocks over his clothes this summer. That's what you get for carjacking, prosecutors said. Roman told the 17-year-old suspect as he walked away. Prosecutors said Roman shoved the flashlight in between the teen's buttocks after he and a 16-year-old suspect were arrested for allegedly carjacking a man at gunpoint and taking his Mazda on February 9th, the newspaper reported. Now, I have to say it. Where was this teenager's parents, guardians, whatever? It's not like these teenagers, and we know they're all monsters, it's not like they're without fault. Alright? Clearly, you were not taught that you were behind enemy lines. Alright? I'm talking about these jakes. Alright? So, what, I mean, that's your judgment. I mean, you put yourself in a position for something like this to happen. Alright? We know this is the devil. You know, he's prone to do or want to do shit like this, especially to Jake. Alright? And for that, let's get some scriptures real quick, because you got to remember, these Edomites, so-called white people, historically what? They worship Canaanite gods. Alright? This is Deuteronomy 32 and 32. Sodom and Gomorrah, those were Hamites, all right, so-called Africans. I'm talking about actual, real Hamites, all right, because Africans aren't Africans when you understand the history behind it. Africanus was a Roman general. That was a so-called white man. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 32. For their vine is of the vine of Sodom and of the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of gall. Their clusters are bitter. Let's go into that. Let's see. They do not. Alright, let's see. Grape. Yeah, or fruit. Grape is a fruit, from an unused root, probably meaning to bear fruit. A great wine. Philosophy, doctrine, as we always like to say, it goes back to that. That's what these Edomites, these so-called white people, are about. Alright? That's all they know. Continuing on. It says, once in custody, the teen claimed his handcuffs were too tight, which is more than likely the case, prompting Roman to walk up behind him and assault him after yelling for the suspect to shut up. The teen, identified in court documents only as ZK, then started yelling out when the flashlight entered his buttocks. Again, what was the reason for that? That's not something any normal person and that in today's world, that's a loaded word. Alright, normal. Alright. But especially Well, it doesn't matter, but you got to think this is a minor. All right, this is somebody's, according to Esau's laws and things of that nature, he's still under their law is a minor. All right. And Chicago, I have to say, has, uh, Cook County there has a sordid history when it comes to torturing Jake. Even I know that. All right. It says an attorney for Roman, that's the police lieutenant, who has been charged with 2 felonies, aggravated battery and official misconduct, downplayed the accusations during a bond hearing on Thursday, claiming the teen was not hurt. This is a spank or a spanking, for the love of God, Attorney James McKay told Cook County Judge Arthur Wesley Willis. I had nuns that treated me far worse, which probably is true. Hey, dealing with the Catholic Church. It says charges against the teen and his alleged accomplice are pending in juvenile court. All right, it says McKay described the 17-year-old suspect as an armed carjacker who didn't request medical help afterwards. All right, Roman spotted the teens in the Chicago neighborhood before committing the violent act. Your Honor, the flashlight in question is smaller than my pen. What does that matter? It says McKay said while saying it did not penetrate the teen, seemingly riling the judge. And here's the judge's response. The fact that the individual may have engaged in a serious felony offense does not mean he should be treated in any way different than anyone else who may come into contact with police, the judge replied. That is not an argument that this court finds very persuasive. Willis, who is the judge, rejected prosecutors' request that Roman surrender all of his weapons. Wow. Go figure. He earns more than $138,000 annually. Roman, a 21-year vet, surrendered late Wednesday to the department's Bureau of Internal Affairs. Roman, a father of 2 who is engaged, was ordered. Now, which bears the question, what if this was his teenage son? I think we all know the answer to that. All right. If that were the case, but then, you got to consider Jake being under the curses. Who knows who's raising, or I don't know if the kid's in a gang or what. Don't know. But Jake being under the curses, But it's something someone said, and this was a well-known, I think he's still alive, he's a well-known boxing referee, and he was a lawyer and a judge for a short time. And on his program, and I'm talking about Judge Mills Lane, he made the comment, I forget what the court case was about that came before him, but it had to do with children. And he said, and this was on air, I remember I was watching the show, and he said, if anyone did anything to my child, and I'm paraphrasing here, he said, I guarantee you I'd try to have them toe tagged before the sun went down that day. All right? See, this is the thing. And we know it's a long, fucked up history with Esau and, the slaves here in this country and what they did to children, most of the time in front of the parents, all right, in order to maintain some type of order. All right, you even had everybody knows about the alligator bait and all that, But anyway, let me get some more scriptures here because, again, you got to know who you're dealing with. You really expect any justice from this beast? This is Psalms 43 and 1. Actually, what the hell? That's not right. Hold on, Salaki. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Huh? Anyway, never mind. So this is a continuation from chapter 42, but I'll cut it short. This is verse 1. It says, Judge me, O Most High, and that's Yahweh, and plead my cause against an ungodly nation. Who is that? That's the wicked. We're talking about the nation of Edom. And King David hated Edomites, so-called white people. All right? He absolutely hated them. When you read Psalms 137, that'll let you know what he really thought about them. That's just one. But that's just the... it comes at the top of my head right now. They say, oh, deliver me from the deceitful and unjust man. Look what's going on. This man shut down the world over a cold. The level of deceit. He's got these people walking around here with face diapers on over nothing. This is just, this is a power play, letting you know who's in charge. The elites are doing this, all right? It says, oh, deliver me from the deceitful and unjust man. Is it any wonder for our people who have been under this devil's thumb and foot, or whatever, you know, just insert, you know, in the blank, for hundreds of years, and you still expect justice from an individual like this? At some point, you got to wonder about your sanity, all right? And that's what we're trying to tell our people. That's why we're out there on the highways and byways, all right? First, trying to wake you up to who you are, who your power is. The Most High's name is Yahweh. His son's name is Yahweh Shai. It's not God and Jesus Christ, you know, whatever. All right? But our people won't listen. And that's why, ultimately, Zechariah 13 and 8 has to come about, because the 2/3 are holding us back, who want to get the fuck up out of here. All right? Who don't want to wake up to the shit we have to deal with each and every day. It seems unending. All right? Let's see if there's any more left. Let's see. Yeah, they took away his police powers, blah, 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 whatever. He's riding a desk, whatever. Roman, who is the police lieutenant, has been the subject of 40 citizen complaints during his career with the department, including allegations of excessive force and false arrest. Wow. Go figure. He also has been sued for misconduct allegations at least 3 times in the past decade. So why is he still an employee? Why? Because they let animals like this, because they're good at what? You got to remember, the police department stemmed from what? The slave patrols. Aha. Hey, so I said I'd try to keep it short, and I'm going to do that once again. This has been, out of Chicago. Chicago cop allegedly shoved flashlight into handcuffed teen's buttocks. Again, why did this even enter into this individual's mind to do this to this child? And I'm not absolving, all right, what this teenager did, this Jake did. No. Again, I said earlier, you put yourself in this situation, all right, out there running wild, and what if this person you robbed or attempted to just happened to be the type that just unloaded on you, all right? So you were in the wrong to begin with. Hey, so once again, hey, I hope whoever views this is edified. As I always say, this is all done in the hopes of awakening or remaining hopefully elect, all right? Because we're almost out of here. Hey, so with that, shalom, shalom.